Do you find it hard to incorporate drills into your riding? Are you unsure of which drills to focus on or how to structure your practice sessions? You are not alone. In today's episode, we're going to talk about some of the best dirt bike drills that you can practice and how to be consistent with practicing these drills. Let's go. Hey, hi, and hello, Angelisa here, your host for Braap's Throttle Talk. And today we are diving into a topic that is so crucial for us women dirt bike riders who are looking to up their game and the importance of being consistent with dirt bike drills. Before we begin, I want to give a huge shout out to Mo from Climb. He gifted me this pretty sick t-shirt. It reminds me a lot of my drawings. If you didn't know, I am creating a coloring book. Okay, this has been in the works for the past 3 years. I am doing a dirt bike and snowmobile coloring book, and so that is why a lot of my graphics that you're seeing on my socials of women dirt bike riders or snowmobilers, snow bikers, is because I'm creating a coloring book. Now that has been on the hush hush. It's been a very long project, but I think I'm gonna be able to get that out for this Christmas, fingers crossed. I've been getting a lot of great feedback on those graphics, and it's just, putting on these events gives me a reason to put in the work to get those graphics done, because then I get to use them in my coloring book. So I'm very excited. If you want to know more, or if you want to know when I launch that, just get on my mailing list. That is over at angelisaedwards.com. That is where I'm going to be announcing any products that I'm working on, any programs that I'm working on, or also events that I'm putting together. So that's where you get first dibs on anything that I do. Secondly would be on the podcast. And then third is social media. Social media like Instagram or my YouTube is kind of the last place where I post a lot of these things. So if you want to be in my world, get on my love letter list. I call it the love letter, my newsletters. And that's where I will be announcing more for you. Okay, so let's get into this topic about dirt bike drills. So whether you're a beginner looking to build a strong foundation, or if you're an experienced rider and you're aiming to refine your skills, incorporating regular dirt bike drills into your practice routine can make a world of a difference in your riding abilities. Hands up if you feel like you need to work on dirt bike drills, but you find it hard what to do, what to practice on, and also how to be more consistent. Consistency on these drills can help riders like you and I, and it helps to develop that muscle memory, to improve our balance and coordination, which is huge, and enhance our overall control of the dirt bike. So these drills that I'm going to talk about come in handy while navigating tricky, different terrain and just handling various riding scenarios, and also builds confidence and also ease when it comes to dirt bike trails. I also want to talk about the mental aspect of this. When it comes to practicing drills, it can boost your confidence. It reduces fear and it increases your enjoyment of riding. It also helps prevent injuries just by reinforcing these proper techniques when it comes to your riding. I personally have felt the biggest confidence booster when it comes to practicing these drills. We're going to talk a little bit about static balance drills, but honestly, after doing the static balance drills, I have put on 3 30-day challenges of doing the static balance dirt bike challenge, and so a total of 90 days. But after doing the first round of 30 days, my riding, I just noticed such a big difference. I was able to hill climb while standing and feathering my clutch slower, and I was able to maneuver a bunch of, roots or rocks that I had to go around. I just noticed, like, even if I was, at the end of the pack or in the middle of the pack and I was waiting for a riding buddy to descend down a hill, let's say, and I was able to static balance and wait for my turn. I didn't have to put a foot down. Like, you can find ways to challenge yourself with some of these drills while riding, and I just find static balance overall just helps with your riding ability. But let's get into it, okay? So I talked a little bit about myself there. But what can you do to practice different drills to become a better rider? Number one, static balance. I already gave that away. But if you really want to become a better rider, hands down, static balance is going to help you tenfold. It's going to boost your confidence, and it's going to give you the balance and control that you need when it comes to riding. What is a static balance? So static balance is where you can just hop on your dirt bike, you lock your wheel, you lock your bars, and you just practice standing on your pegs, and you hold it for as long as you can, holding your bike up, holding yourself up. There are different ways to do these static balance drills. I actually have a YouTube video on how you can get started on your static balance journey. I have a whole bunch of tips and tricks over on that video. Again, that has helped me. And also, if you're anything like me and you get frustrated and you find things so hard, I kind of break it down in this video where you can make it easy for yourself. There are some tips and tricks that I've learned along my journey that I wish somebody told me in the very beginning so that I didn't have to get frustrated and I didn't quit right away. I have tried static balancing on my 105 back in like 2019, 2020, and I would just get frustrated and I just felt discouraged. And that's something, again, that I've learned over time that I don't want you to feel. So that's why I created that video. So go check that out if you're over on YouTube. I'll have the link up here or in the show notes if you're over on the podcast. But if you can just start practicing, 15 to 20 minutes, you don't need a whole lot of space. You don't need to gear up for this. All you need is just an area where you can fit your dirt bike. And you can, whether that's like a plot of land on your driveway, on the street, well, if it's not a busy street, but somewhere that's not inconveniencing anyone else. Again, in your shop, your garage, wherever you can have your dirt bike that doesn't require you driving somewhere just to do the static balance drill. Make it easy for you. Something that I've been learning again this year is ease. I need things to be easy. So how can I make things easy for me to be consistent in my drills? Make this easy for you. Have your dirt bike ready to go. If you can have it in your garage, you don't need to lock it up or put it away. Or if you do, just make it easy for you to pull that dirt bike out and pull it back in. Maybe you have to move things around, to be able to bring your dirt bike in and out. Just do those little steps to make these drills easy for you. So that's all you really need to do is, just find a spot for your dirt bike, for yourself, put on some music. I find this a very meditative, like in the zone state of being. Does that make sense? You really have to focus in on it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so number 2, the second drill that I practice all the time is slow speed maneuvers like figure eights and tight turns by locking my bars. Something that I've been working on. I am not great at. I had actually Katie and Katerina show me or give me a few pointers when I did some of their coaching clinics. And it helps. It helps so much to have your balance point. If you're able to, have your arms out, get your bike on basically the side and get your butt over on the other side of the seat. that sort of thing. Those types of drills, if you can do them slow and controlled, are going to help with your ability of riding trails. It's going to improve your balance, it's going to improve your control, and along with clutch and brake control as well. It's a great drill to do before every ride if your buddies are still getting ready, let's say, and if you're ready first. If you have your gear on, your dirt bike's ready, you have it started, it's already warmed up, hop on that bike and do some circles, do some lock bar turns in the parking lot while your buddies are still getting ready. That's a great way to put in that drill. Actually, Katerina Zamboni, who did the coaching clinic over at the Pemberton Dirt Bike Association, I can't talk, for the Women's Skills and Barbecue Day, she mentioned to everyone that she does not do a ride without doing her circles before the ride. She has to do at least a few circles both ways, right turns, left turns, before she even goes on her ride. That way she's warmed up and she's ready to go, and she feels more confident in doing that. And if she doesn't do those circles, then she doesn't feel like she's ready for the ride. I found that advice very helpful. My third drill that I work on are clutch ups. Clutch ups is where you lift your front tire using the clutch and throttle control to drive that front wheel up. So this is a drill that requires time. It requires a lot of patience and a whole lot of determination. And I would say that a lot of people give up on clutch ups within the first couple minutes, or the first 15 minutes at least. It's all about timing. It's all about understanding where your clutch engagement is to pop that tire up. The better you get on moving your tire up, even if it's 1 inch or 2 inches, the more useful this drill will become on the trails when you're tackling bigger features like logs, rocks, or sharp hairpin turns. And number 4 is high speed drills, cornering, jumping, and just going faster on straightaways. This enhances your speed and your agility when it comes to trail riding. All of these drills also can apply to motocross as well. I do want to highlight that practicing emergency maneuvers like quick stops and swerves, where you stop and you get your drift your back tire over, braking when you're going downhill, how to brake, using wet brakes. All of those things are going to help you react quickly and effectively on those unexpected situations, and this just helps you be safe on the trails. Now you might be wondering, this all sounds great, Ange. The drills sound awesome, but how can I stay consistent in doing these drills? Well, I'm glad you asked. Consistency is the key. We talk a lot about that over on the podcast here. And being consistent, you must set time aside each week for drills, even if it's just a few minutes. So here are some of the ways that you can incorporate these drills, and these are things that I do to, keep myself accountable, hone in on my drills, that sort of thing. Number 1 is dedicate time before you hit the trails or hit the track. So for example, if you are trail riding with a bunch of buddies, well, show up an hour early before your buddies do and get ready first, gear up, get your dirt bike started, have it warmed up, and hop on your bike and do some of these drills that we talked about in the parking lot. Not only will you enhance your riding skills, but you will be warmed up and ready to go before your buddies even arrive. Number 2, I talk a lot about this on the podcast, but schedule in time. If you are busy, if you're a busy bee, if you have a busy household and you feel overwhelmed and you just can't find the time to put in the drills, book it in your calendar and treat it as an appointment. Make this something that you just cannot miss, like a non-negotiable. This is just how it is. And communicate that with your partner, with your husband, boyfriend, family members. The more that you can treat this as a must, non-negotiable, the better you're going to get at honing in on practicing those drills and skills. Not only will this help you with your skills, but this will help with time management and keeping promises to yourself. Something that I also am such a big believer is when we can start showing up, sticking to our goals, making those promises and sticking through them and creating these habits, you're just going to become the better version of yourself that you want to be. So number 3 is to create mini challenges for yourself, or you can gather a couple gal pals, a couple friends to do the challenge with you. I have done a 30-day static balance dirt bike challenge a few times now, 3 times, and I believe this has helped me a ton with my riding. I know all of the women that come into my space that have done the challenges with me always are, sending me DMs, messages, emails, and just telling me how their static balance has boosted their confidence. Before they were only sitting on their rides, now they are standing on all their trail rides, and that has never happened. They never thought that they could be or feel as confident, and now that they are feeling confident, they feel like they're not going to slow down their group. It's been mind-blowing, some of the messages that I've been seeing and the women in my space, and it has been mind-blowing for myself as well, because I didn't think I would get to the point of my riding that I am today. There's a lot of improvement, absolutely. There's always going to be improvement for sure, but static balancing, doing these mini challenges has helped me with my overall riding. All you need to do is just set the time, set a place, find a place to do it. And it is probably going to be your easiest drill that you can do or commit to, because it doesn't require gearing up. It doesn't require that you have to drive your dirt bike, right? So if you're going to take away anything out of this episode, is do your static balance. I'm pretty sure, I'm confident that you can make time for it, and I'm confident that you have the space for it. And then number 4 is, if there is a motocross track near you, make a point of going and learning how to corner, how to get faster on the straightaways, and also how to jump. Again, I am more of a woods rider, so my suspension's set up to, it's set up softer and I can get over obstacles easier. So is jumping the best for my bike? No, but I do find that having a sense of getting, flow, getting the speed and cornering makes such a big difference in my riding as well. And I just become a quicker, faster rider. So if you have a motocross track near you, again, if you are more of a trails woods rider, just setting the time. Maybe you can go once a month if you're like me, or if you can dedicate like going maybe once every 2 weeks, that sort of thing. Or if you can get out more, that is great. And same with you motocross gals as well. If you can take the time to maybe even doing some flowier trails, that's going to help you with your balance. That's going to help you with your cornering, and also maneuvering on your pegs and that sort of thing. Like, all of these things will help with your riding ability, no matter what style of riding you are into. All right, because we talked about doing the challenges, I do actually have another challenge up my sleeve that will be starting June 1st, which is my birthday. I do love challenges, and I find them to be just an easy way for myself to dedicate time and to put in the work. So this is going to be a 15-day challenge, not a 30-day challenge. It's not going to be a static balance challenge this time, and it does require gearing up, and it does require moving your dirt bike. So if you're interested, and you have the time and space to put in for 15 days straight, and it's, again, not a big commitment for you to drive somewhere like that's far away. If you're able to do this on like a back road that's near you, or a space in place for you to, again, go and practice this drill for 15 days straight, then yeah, hop on this challenge with me. It's going to be a surprise. I'm not going to announce it yet, so get on my mailing list, because I will be announcing it over there. I will leave the link in the show notes. So subscribe to my love letters. Can you guess what type of challenge this is going to be? I am very excited for this one. I'm needing a change. I'm needing like something that's I love the static balance, but I just need something more. Like I just want a switch up. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's just a switch up. All right, so there you have it, Braap babes. I hope you got some value out of this, that you're able to take away some advice or some tips and tricks on how to stay consistent and how important it is to do these, dirt bike drills. And also just to have more of a routine when it comes to practicing sessions. I do believe that we need to hone in on our skills, practice these drills to become a better rider. Whether you're a motocross girl, whether you're an enduro girl, sledder, snow biker, you have to put in the time, the seat time. We're no stranger to seat time over here, so put in that time, okay? And I want to know, if you want to send me a DM, let me know what you're doing. If there's something that I didn't talk about over here on this episode, I would love to know what your type of routine is, and how you stay motivated and how you incorporate these drills. Any advice that you can give that I can share over here would be so helpful. And yeah, remember, practice makes progress, okay? And before I let you go, I do have one spot available for my one-on-one mentorship program, the Jumps and Drops. It's a 4-week program. And this is for women who are looking to learn how to promote themselves online in the digital space. So whether this is Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, any social media platform. This is a program where you and I get to work together. I custom create this program to your goals, to your needs, and we build out strong, compelling stories, videos. I teach you how to edit videos. We're branding yourself, just giving you the confidence to show up amongst the crowd and to have a good time. It's a lot of fun. I absolutely love working with women like yourself and to get out of your comfort zone, but also make some waves in the community online. And it's so awesome to see. I love it so much. So if you want to be in my space, send me a DM today over on Instagram at Angelisa Edwards, or you can always send me a note as well over on my website, angelisaedwards.com. Thank you so much for all of you for giving me some feedback on my podcast. I appreciate every single one of you. I do value our time and our connection over here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, keep killing it safely out there, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for tuning in today's show. Please rate and review this podcast. I would forever be thankful and grateful. Share it with your friends, family, and whoever you feel would enjoy these types of conversations in the dirt bike, snowmobile, and motorsports community. If you are looking to support the show, I do have a few affiliate links in the show notes. And if you're looking for some confidence in the digital space, learning how to brand yourself, edit your epic sends, and just being the vibe, being your true self, your authentic self, shoot me a message. You can reach me over on my website, angelisaedwards.com. And as always, I am rooting for you, and keep killing it safely, and I'll see you next week.